Okay, guys, game is done. Dust is settled. Argentina came through with a win. In my opinion, rightfully so. There were a little bits and pieces here and there. And honestly, if you are a Lions fan, you guys are probably a little bit upset right now. And understandably so. I want to break down a couple bits, couple ref decisions, especially one at the end, and just the game in general. So please make sure hit that like button, subscribe, and let's break down this game because it was spectacular. Don't get me wrong, it was really, really good, but it's one of these games that honestly could have gone either way. It was hotly contested through a majority of the game. Argentina did manage to control a vast majority of the game in general, but the Lions were never out of the they were never out of the contest, especially into the second half, early second half. Argentina at some point were 21-10 up, but the Lions managed to come back. They managed to put in some, relatively good performances, come through with, I believe, 3 tries as well, and really kept themselves in the game. But Argentina's defense was very solid. And I just felt at certain points, the Lions really felt lackluster. It felt like they could have done more. And we saw the likes of Sione Tuipulotu, who every time he had the ball, he ran with the ball. He was just slipping people. Bandiaki had a brilliant try, and he played well. Tommy Freeman, he barely set a foot wrong throughout the entire game. But I do feel at points there were parts that the Lions were lacking, and again, you have to take it with a pinch of salt. This is a team that has just been newly formed. It's not like they've had lots and lots of experience to come through. Yes, they are still a team that is going to get better. They're missing a lot of key players, and I mean, just look at all the Leinster side. I mean, we saw Finn Russell there. We saw Andrew Porter. We saw all of these other key players that are playing there and really, really playing well. So um, not having them there obviously would have made well, having them there would have made a very, very big difference in this game. But ultimately, look, the Lions had a vast majority of the game. They really, really did. I mean, possession at 59%, territory 63%. What did they honestly do with it, right? Argentina defended very well. They kept things very strong, very tight. They made um, they made the Lions make a lot of mistakes. But even then, Argentina made quite a few mistakes themselves, right? So it's not even like Argentina had a brilliant, brilliant game. It's just they managed to work the ball better than the Lions did when it meant most. The amount of times that they had clean breaks, it's ridiculous, you know, and we saw it time and time again. But like I say, Argentina have had a lot more experience playing together with each other, right? And this is definitely a good start. Um, I saw a lot of things that I really enjoyed. I saw a lot of partnerships that I really enjoyed as well. I think Henry Pollock coming on, I think he had a pretty silent game from when he did come on. I wasn't blown away by him. But then again, he's young. It's his first line cap. Well, it's not even a cap, but look, the Lions could have done better. Statistically wise, they were the better team, right? Again, they had the better possession, they had the better territory. They had better carries with 149. They won far more rucks with 109 over Argentina's 61%. They were also a second quicker to the ruck than what Argentina was. Um, the Lions lineup was very inconsistent, and especially at the end of the game when it was needed most, when they were in the 22, the ball was going out wide. It was just going too far, right? Ended up giving Argentina the ball. Um, in terms of carries, they had 150 carries. They had 232 passes. Post contact meters, they had 381, almost doubling what um, what what Argentina had. But it comes down to what was done when the ball was had, and Argentina just had that little bit extra. We all knew that Argentina is a very, very difficult team, especially when they're coming in as underdogs, right? We saw the performance that they put in up against South Africa, and they are very tricky customers because they got a lot, a lot of serious talent. When you have a player like Matera on you, it's scary. So they, I wouldn't say Argentina had a spectacular game. They managed to get the win over the Lions, and especially because certain points unnecessary makes decisions. Well, unnecessary mistakes were made, right? Especially with who was it that dropped the ball? Uh, d- 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 I can't. Wasn't Tadhg Beirne? Um, I don't think it was Tommy Freeman. I can't remember his name. It was late in the second half. He dropped, he dropped the ball. I think it was Van der Merwe. Yeah, it was Van der Merwe, who then led to, I think it was Cordero's try. Um, a lot of the times, um, unnecessary mistakes were made. But this is rugby. Things happen. Argentina just happened to make the most out of it. And again, I am not taking this game to heart. I am not taking this game as, that serious. I'm taking this game as this is good progress to where we want to be, right? Because, in my opinion, Argentina is a far, far tougher test than what Australia is. And I'm probably going to be getting a lot of hate from the Aussies in relation to this, but Argentina are very, and Argentina are serious, serious customers, but they managed to defend very, very well. And this is a very well drilled Argentina. We saw the Lions break the gain line so much, but it just felt Argentina managed to gather themselves really quickly, make themselves a menace, and really start putting on a lot of pressure, which made the Lions make mistakes, keep them back. I don't know. They played well, but comes the big, big one, which is Tadhg Beirne, right? At the end, it was the last few minutes of the game. Tadhg Beirne was it was advantage. It was advantage Lions, and they called Tadhg Beirne. I think it was on a crock roll. Now the Lions were there. They were at the try line. They were pushing. They had all the momentum behind them. They were causing Argentina a lot of trouble. And then they called Tadhg Beirne in for crock roll. I want to hear what your thoughts on this, because personally, I feel that was a very soft decision. I feel that the referee should have taken more time to to deliberate on it and actually look into it, because what I saw him release and let go and fell on the floor. He did not complete it. I think he saw what was happening, and in to avoid anything going further, he let go and he released, which is why he didn't fall rolling with the player. Personally, I felt that was a very soft call. I feel that should not have happened. And it should have gone. It should have gone the Lions' way. I don't feel, and I feel that affected the game, because that stopped the Lions in their tracks. They had all the momentum behind them. They were pushing for the try line, and I feel if that would have been on, we would have seen the Lions win. But I just feel not enough time was taken to deliberate it. And I feel it's a very, very soft call. So let me know what your thoughts are in relation to that. Please like and subscribe. As always, I want to hear you guys' thoughts. And catch you guys in the next one. Bye.